Hi, so we are now at part 4 of our discussion. Konti na lang to, so please bear with me. So this is the introduction to cybercrime investigation and environmental loss protection. Chapter 3 na tayo. Okay, so here we are going to define the purpose of computer. Define and purpose of computer. Originally, yung computer referred to as a person performing calculation kasi nga, diba, yung mga sinaunang calculators like rule, Pascaline, Abacus, and so on. Yun yung mga unang computer for calculation. Pero as today, yung computer sets ay hindi na lang for calculation. It is recognized as automated electronic device na dinisenyo para sa process, pag-store, and pag-display ng information. Yung computer naman can retrieve and manipulate data, mag-perform ng mathematical and logical operation, and run various software application for tasks like document processing, pag-communicate, paglalaro, gaming, and multimedia creation. They operate using binary code, execute programs based on predefined instruction, and store data for future use. The name computer originates from the Latin word computare, meaning to calculate. It is according to Freiberger, Swain, Pottinger et al. 2002. Okay? And there are types of computer classification by size. Una, we have supercomputer. From the word itself, self-explanatory, kaya tinawag siyang super kasi ito yung most powerful and pinakabilis na machine primarily ginagamit for complex scientific and engineering calculation. So, kung meron mga mga researchers, scientists na may malalaking data, ito yung ginagamit nila, lalong-lalo na sa science at sa engineering. They are utilized for climate modeling, nuclear research. Meron to sa NASA. Kung nakapunta na kayo ng NASA, meron to doon. Cryptography and pharmaceutical simulation. Seymour Cray played a major role in defining the supercomputer industry. Next, mainframe computer. It is a high-performance computer with large memory and processing capabilities. They are essential for large-scale databases and secure transactions and enterprises application. Ito yung first dinevelop noong 1930. IBM later led the development of mainframe system which became the critical government and corporate operations. Next, mini computer. Maliit, more affordable than mainframes pero more powerful siya kaysa sa personal computer or PC. Mini computers were widely used in the 1960s and 1980s for scientific research, engineering, and business applications. Companies like Digital Equipment Corporation or DEC were pioneers in mini computer technology. Workstation, ito na yung nakikita natin sa mga gamers. Ito yung powerful personal computer na dinisenyo for special tasks such as especially sa mga engineer, sa mga graphic editor, scientific research. It often features high-performance processors and advanced graphic capabilities, and it is commonly used in technical computing environments. So, personal computer, most commonly used computer is designed for individual use. Ito yung desktop, laptop, tablets, and smartphone. Serving functions like word processing, as you can observe, i-use sa phone, pwede na kayo mag-edit document, pwede na kayo mag-edit any files that you want na na-open ng WordPress and Microsoft and WPS. Internet browsing, yes, nakaka-browse na kita internet using even our cell phones and entertainment especially. So, ang PC nag-evolve from microcomputers of the 1980 in today's powerful computing devices. Okay, let's move to the types of computer classification by data handling capabilities. Yung kakayahan na nitong mag-handle ng mga data. Analog computer. Analog computer processes continuous data, physical quantities like voltage and pressure, commonly used in scientific simulation and industrial computation, pero ni-replace siya ng digital computers. Digital computer naman, ito yung ginagamit natin ngayon, yung binary code ng zeros and one, making them suitable for processing text, numbers, and symbols. Ginagamit siya for business, scientific research, and personal computing. Hybrid computer, combining, pinagsamang feature ng analog at digital computer. Ginagamit siya sa medical application, aviation, sa mga airplanes, and industrial control system. For example, fuel measurement in petrol stations. So, makikita nyo mga measurement doon, price and liters per quantity. Example siya ng hybrid computer. Next, computer components. Components of a computer system, a hardware components naman tayo, hardware. So, we have here the input. Ito yung mga devices na tumutulong sa atin na maglagay, magpasok ng mga information sa computer. Ito yung keyboard, yung mice or mouse, ito, yung touch screens, and scanners. It allows us to input data, maglagay ng data into computers. We also have central processing unit for the CPU, considered as the brain ng computer. Responsible here ang memory, arithmetic and logic unit, and control unit. Next, output devices naman tayo. Dito pa rin to sa hardware components. So, si output naman, kino-convert dito yung mga data into readable format like speakers, mga printers, and monitor. Kung saan natin nakikita o saan natin nakukuha yung information, yun yung output devices. So, sa output devices, meron tayong classification. May primary, secondary, and cloud. Sa primary storage, ito yung RAM, temporary memory. Yung mga cellphone nyo, merong RAM, merong ROM. Yung RAM, temporary. Yung ROM, permanent storage na yan for booting instructions. Secondary storage, like external devices like hard drives, SSD, and USB flash drives. Ito. Yan. Ayan. Mga, secondary storage. Cloud storage stores data on remote service accessible via internet. Alam niyo naman yung cloud storage. Google Drive, example din yan. Google Drive. Next, components naman ng computer system in software. So, software, meron tayong operating system or OS, named Windows, kung sa mga Mac OS, mga Apple products, Linux, and device drivers enabling communication between hardware and software. Also includes utilities for security and performance management. Sa application software, nandito pa rin ito sa software component ha. Application software, dinisenyo siya for specific task. Katulad ng, tawag dito, Adobe Photoshop. Mainly, ginagamit siya to edit photos and other things. Google Web or Google Chrome, ginagamit siya to browse on the internet. Word or Microsoft Word, ginagamit niya for word processors. So, network software. It manages network connection and security, including firewalls, antivirus programs, and cloud-based security. Ito lang naman. Yes. So, specialized computer emerging technologies. We have here smartphones. Portable computing device combining communication, multimedia, and internet connectivity. Alam niyo naman kung anong gamit ng smartphones mga wearables, yung mga relo na touchscreen na, smartwatches, and fitness trackers, enhancing health and monitoring connectivity. Gaming consoles. Ito yung mga computer design for video gaming, featuring powerful graphics processor. Mga PS1, PS2, PS5. Yung PS1 ba? I don't know. Alam ko PS5 eh. Next, smart TVs. Yes. Smart TVs na kinoconnect sa internet. Android TV. Meron na ngayon, Android TV. Internet-connected television capable of streaming online and online content and running application. Summary. Ano na yan? Okay, so summary, we have computers have evolved from basic calculating machine to powerful digital system na ginagamit sa scientific research, sa business, sa personal computing at entertainment. Pero with advance in hardware, software, and artificial intelligence, computers continue to transform industries, improve efficiency, and enhance everyday life. So that is all. That's the wrap of our part 4 discussion for prelim, and yun na yung discussion natin for the whole prelim. And I hope you've learned something, and I hope you take notes kasi after this next meeting we'll have a long quiz. So if you have any question, please comment down or reach me out through our group chat. Okay, so that is all. Goodbye and thank you.